Okay, so yesterday we saw the God of Israel in action. One of the recent and the biggest enemy of Israel is Iran. And we saw what happened with the Iran president yesterday. And now Israel is jubilating once again.
You cannot say that Israel is jubilating. Now Israel have enormous task, to defend their existence. It's something that must be done, whether they like it or not. Benjamin Netanyahu said that if it means for Israel to stand alone, they will stand alone. Israel will be defended. Now, what happened during the days of Adolf Hitler will never repeat itself. We are over 6 million Jews. We are killed in just one day. Today, Israel is standing as a nation, and become a very strong nation in the Middle East. And look at the invasion of the October 7. We are over 3,000 Israelis. We are killed and some taken hostage, that led to what we are having today, a kind of Israelis soldiers are trying to eradicate anything that has to do with Hamas in the Gaza Strip. And that struggle have continued. And the Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli president, have maintained a certain standard, whether the world like it or not. This is the direction we are going. And he said, anybody, I repeat, he said, anyone, wherever you are in this world, the Israeli intelligence will fish you out. And you must die. That's what you must go down. And that is what we have been experiencing. As I'm talking to you now, Israel has destroyed more than over 10,000 commandos of Hamas. Hamas, when I'm talking about Hamas, it's not just ordinary Hamas. These are people, we have ISIS there, we have Hezbollah there, we have other military, we have even Palestinian military inside, and these people are being sponsored by the billions that they were supposed to be used, to transform the Iranian economy. Instead of doing that, they were pushing those millions in building tunnels, building armory, building RPGs, several weapons. I mean, people of Palestinians against Israelis. Until that October 7, there was a big revelation. There was a big uproar. The whole world were surprised. And the question is this: it is possible that Israel, we are actually waiting for that to happen. And Israel has moved to action. Even this latest invasion on Rafah, the whole world, including the American president, stood against it. And when he stood against it, even the United States said they will no longer supply arms to Israel. The GOP members in the House said override Joe Biden and went as far as making sure that Israel has the necessary weapons, to move into Rafah and to move into any kind of escalation. Israel will defend themselves, and that is what Israel is defending. Let me tell you, for instance, if you look at the way Amana, the Israeli Mossad operate, the Israeli intelligence operate, it is not far-fetched that that very particular helicopter, there were several helicopters, flying to that in different directions. For the fact that Rassi went to commission a particular dam, within the borders of Iran and thereabout, and how come out of the 7 only the one Rassi and 2 or 3 of his ministers went down. So a lot of international allies, are beginning. When Israel does some certain this kind of damage, intelligent work, they don't react to it. You can see what happened in Lebanon recently, where some generals, we are spotted in a particular place and they are killed by mysterious bomb. So they are suspecting that Israel might have, used their intelligence, to demobilize the helicopter, and that was why the helicopter actually went down in that direction. Knowing fully well that this is a man who came out on several occasions and several and declared that in his lifetime he will see Israel wipe away from the world map. And he keep on making that often and often and again. And of course, what is happening in Israel today, it is believed that he is the brain behind what is happening to Israel and the subsequent invasion of Hamas on October 7th. So we are going to see how that unveils, and currently now they said the deputy vice president of Iran may likely take position.
Okay, as a black Jewish, Mr. Chinedu, how reassuring is this for you with the battle of Biafra against the Nigerian state?
What is happening in the Middle East is going to play out across the world, especially when you talk about the Christians, and the attack coming from other religions against Christianity. What you're saying is a conquest agenda initiated by the Shiites and the Sunnis. But we're not going to go into that already. It's already spreading. So and any slightest mistake or any gap that's been created, if Israel do not stand firm, to rubbish those kind of radical ideology, it's going to spread, especially down to western part of the country, where already they are seeing Nigeria as their potential target of conquest and dominance. So it tells you that what is going to happen at the end of the day, we are going to see the world politics change. We are going to see the Middle East policies change. We are going to see international conspiracy in that regard. We are going to see a lot of manipulations going to take place. And if you look at it generally, most of those things is going to go towards having bilaterals, and in the entire southwest, West Africa, it is being believed that Israel cannot actually hold firm on any nation or any kingdom, who had the same ideology with Israel apart from Biafra. So it will be an opportunity, for black Jews, who represent the black kingdom of Africa, to look at that direction and be able to, start building a kind of understanding among themselves on how to liberate and defend themselves at the end of the day. So for me, I will not take it away that the Bible said that anyone that stand up against Israel stand up against God. No matter how you look at it, you understand. For a president of that level, Iranian president, who everybody believed to be one of the Islamic strongest nation in the world, to have mysteriously go down like that, I'm not ruling out Israeli intelligence in what happened there. Then coming to what we are talking about today, the fact still remains is Biafra, as it stands, has come to a global limelight. What we are waiting for is for the world, especially the United States of America. We are talking about UN Security Council. We are talking about a nation like Israel. That's why we see anywhere you see us, we are doing our rally. Anywhere we are, we cannot see British flag there. Check all our rallies, IPOB rallies. You cannot see British flag there. You can see US. You can see Israel. These two countries, because there is a reason for that. I want to go back to our God. Want to go back to our roots. We want to have that communion again. We want to be the strongest black nation in the world. Where we can be able to defend Africa when it comes to the continued Islamic movement, led by some extremists in form of conquest. So it's our duty, it's the duty of the world, especially America, to look into it and possibly make certain proclamation for sovereignty of Biafra. And it will hold, just like Donald Trump did, in Israel, where he moved the capital of Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and nobody was able to say anything. It's an executive order. It's an executive power, and when he made short pronunciation, the UN Security Council will adjust to reality, and that is what we are waiting for, at the end of the day. So, unfortunately, and unfortunate for Israel, the major obstacle to Israeli intelligence existence, has been put to a certain corner, and Israel will build on that to move ahead.
Thank you very much, Mazi Chinedu. Good morning.